At the conclusion of Naruto's war arc, the final villain ended up being Kaguya Otsutsuki as opposed to Madara Uchiha. A lot of people around the world were upset about the introduction of aliens in the Naruto franchise. And back when Shippuden aired, I was upset that Kaguya was brought back instead of Madara being the final villain. But as I read Boruto over the years, my opinion began to change. The Otsutsuki clan is very fascinating, and without them, the Naruto universe wouldn't exist as we know it because they are the progenitors of chakra. Even as great as the Sage of the Six Paths was, he was only a half-breed, meaning a half Otsutsuki and half human. Momoshiki and Ishiki Otsutsuki are genuine and true Otsutsuki down to the bone. And as fascinating as these villains are, we still don't know either one of their backstories. But what we can all conclude is that Momoshiki and Ishiki have a lot in common with Boruto and Kawaki. Why, you asked? Well, it's simple. It's the resonance that was introduced in earlier chapters. Compatibility within Otsutsuki and the Karma Seal is exceedingly rare and unpredictable, and if an individual is not a suitable recipient, the Karma Seal process will result in typically the vessel or a person having a seizure and not being able to house the Otsutsuki's power. However, we learn that Kawaki said that even though he hates it, he and Ishiki were on the same wavelength. I believe this is the same for Boruto and Momoshiki. I believe each karma duo has their own similarities which make them compatible. Even though Momoshiki and Ishiki's backstory hasn't been revealed, from the context we're given so far in the story, we can conclude that Momoshiki was kind of pampered and never had to work hard for his power. This could be possibly because of his high Otsutsuki ranking in the clan. As for Ishiki, he might have actually been abandoned by the clan, or abandoned in some way, which explains his resonance with Kawaki. Early in the Boruto story, in this instance the anime, we see two Otsutsuki statues in each red and blue lighting. I believe the coloring signals the main and the side branch, much like the Hyuga clan, but some kind of branching in a sense. Honestly, we know nothing yet, so everything is pure speculation. If we remember in the Ten Tails dimension, we saw all the Otsutsuki who had arrived on Earth. Ishiki's symbol was the highest up, meaning he was the most dominant. Next was Kaguya, and then Momoshiki and Kinshiki respectively. Two pairs that were visible anyway. The last pair was actually destroyed, and we don't know who that was at this point. I definitely believe they will play a role in the story going forward though. As for Momoshiki and Ishiki, are they brothers? Cousins? Who knows? Back when Naruto, Sasuke, and Boruto confronted Ishiki, I was very interested to see if Momoshiki took control of Boruto's body, how he would interact with Ishiki. Of course, we know that Momoshiki waited until Naruto and Ishiki were both done fighting until he made a move. It did show us that Momoshiki and Ishiki harbor no feelings towards each other at all. They're not comrades. But one of my big questions is, when Momoshiki and Kinshiki and Urashiki in the anime arrived to Earth, why did they only speak of Kaguya and not Ishiki? This is one of the reasons why I believe Ishiki was most likely abandoned by the clan. Boruto Part 1 wasn't bad at all. However, it didn't end how I thought it would. My personal belief was that Boruto was gonna go off the train. That much came true. But if you've seen OG Naruto, at the end of Part 1 when Naruto went to train, you remember that we saw a quick visual of the Akatsuki talking about what their next moves would be. I figured at the end of Boruto Part 1 we would see a glimpse of the Otsutsuki clan and learning what their next moves would be after Urashiki had told Toneri that they had seen everything up to that point. Another thing to add is that we know now that the god of the Otsutsuki is Shibai Otsutsuki. But since we know that he is no longer in this realm, it begs to question, who is the current leader of the Otsutsuki clan? And also, where is Shibai's body currently located as of now? Another question I had lingering in my head was, could Shibai's corpse be sufficient for the Ten Tails? I know it's Shibai's corpse and he's dead, but from Amado's explanation, his body is dead, but his soul isn't. So would that mean the Ten Tails could still devour his corpse and grow a chakra fruit? Let me know what you guys think. And I want to point out something big about Ishiki. We have not seen a full power Ishiki Otsutsuki as of yet. And I believe through some method we will see Ishiki again in the story. My reason is because Amado said himself there's still a lot that we don't know about the karma. And the fact that you're wanting Kawaki to put a karma on the Delta clone to revive your daughter is very suspicious. Amado himself said he doesn't know what will happen once he tries it. So what if by chance Ishiki comes back to life? Amado is thinking much like Kabuto in the 4th Great Ninja War. He thinks he's doing everything right, but he's going to make a small miscalculation. Kabuto's miscalculation was Itachi and Madara. Amado's miscalculation will be reviving Ishiki unknowingly. I don't believe Ishiki told Amado everything about the karma. I believe Amado will make a mistake unknowingly, and that will be exactly what Ishiki needs to come back. If you remember when Ishiki revived through Jigen, we hadn't actually seen Ishiki's appearance until after he revived through Jigen. Amado explaining to everyone who Ishiki was, we only saw Ishiki with his back turned. I believe full power Ishiki had the unnamed Dojutsu or Dharmagon in both eyes. I say this because when Ishiki revived through Jigen, he had the unnamed Dojutsu in his right eye, while Kawaki possesses the unnamed Dojutsu in his left eye. But it's just a theory at the end of the day. It's something I've really been thinking about though for a while. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This is Ghost, and I'm out.
俺は忍びだ。